together as that nation that is not desired. You look at this sign right here, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indian. If your father is on this sign, America hates your father and hates your family and does not have any love to share with you. And you can see it within their actions. You can see it within their laws. You can see it within their character. You can see how they handle you. There ain't no love for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. And that's fine. You understand? But we're going to expose the truth for what it is. Right? Put your feelings and your emotions to the side and let's dig into the facts. Right now, America, I got a question for you. Why are you so saddened about the assassination of Charlie Kirk? Does any good white American who was hurt and was saddened and grieving for the passing, for the untimely passing and the unfortunate death and assassination of Charlie Kirk, why are you so saddened? Why does it hurt your heart to see one of your own? Why is America taking it so serious? You know they were saying that 9/11 was damn near silent. 9/11 was the day after Charlie Kirk was assassinated, and you saw barely anybody talk about 9/11. Charlie Kirk took over the media. Donald Trump had a moment of silence. He raised the flag all over the earth. He lowered the flag for the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Why? Let me tell you something about Charlie Kirk and why it is that you see white America on TikTok, on YouTube, your streamers, your politicians. What's the name of the devil that lost his TV show? Jimmy Kimmel? Jimmy Kimmel lost his TV show, right, because he said something against it. What is so special about Charlie Kirk, white America? What is so special about him is Charlie Kirk, he absolutely embodied the spirit of his forefathers. When they saw Charlie Kirk, they saw Mount Rushmore. When they saw Charlie Kirk, they saw a white American who upheld the values and principles of his forefathers that built white America. He was extremely patriotic. He wanted to have Western civilization not be tainted with. So then when they come out with Turning Point USA, what did Kirk mean by the Turning Point USA? Why was this funded? Why is this organization funded called Turning Point USA? It's what it is that Turning Point is, in essence, is nothing more than Jim Crow law with a suit and a tie. It's nothing different from Jim Crow law. Charlie Kirk actually wanted Jim Crow law to come back. He wanted to embody what it meant. He said he wanted limited government. Right. That's what saying white privilege doesn't exist. He said that if he sees a black pilot, I got to question their legitimacy. I don't know if I can trust him to fly this plane. He can't even fly a damn plane. How many of you know Charlie Kirk dropped out of community college? But he's so smart. He dropped out of community college. But the one thing that he was educated in is white supremacy. That's right. He was absolutely educated in white supremacy. He understood what Western thoughts and Western ideals were. That's why he said he wanted free markets. Do you understand, as the average American citizen, what exactly free markets is? He wanted free markets and limited government. What does that mean? That there isn't too many regulations, too many restrictions, too many rules that kept businesses from hiring who they wanted to hire, kept the demographics separate. So what does that mean? If I erase that white privilege as a myth, if I say that all of your suffering, all of the things that have happened to black people and Hispanics and Native American Indians, if I tell you that white privilege is a myth, if I make you look like you are speaking on victimhood, if I turn the point, your ideal, you'll forget that all of these things happened for you to get white America. You'll forget gentrification. You'll forget the prison systems that locked up 2 million black men, and you say we on the same goddamn playing field. And the immigration, the water. You'll forget that immigration is going on because the rules on black and white says this. Let me help you understand something. America was so hurt by Charlie Kirk because Charlie Kirk was the absolute patriot for America. He was the absolute white man for America. He was Donald Trump in civilian clothes. That's all Charlie Kirk was. And now here we are having to get the backlash from it. Like the brother just brought up. How is it that black HBCUs got targeted after white on white crime? How did that happen? How did black HBCUs get targeted by white America for white on white crime? Why was the finger pointed at us? Why? Because the evidence is clear as day. If the empowerment of white America is ever messed with, that means the powers that come to be must come together. That's why they go to the colleges. What's at the colleges? The students. This is the youth. These are your next politicians. These are your next teachers. This is your next government. Right there at the college campuses. So that's why they went school to school to school to try to go ahead and brainwash these young Americans. So you're the reason for American society being down. In fact, they are going to kill and unalive us. They're going to come for our heads. They're going to come in our neighborhoods and kick our doors in. That's what it is that they're going to do. You're the problem. And they want to try to hide it through their tone, through their verbiage and through their wording. But all it is another form of Jim Crow South. So where it is that you stay on the foot. That's why you cannot trust this devil, man. Give me Psalms 83 and 4. And they'll pay a man $10 million. They'll pay a poor man $10 million, a black man $10 million in the industry to go and rap and sing about drugs. That's why Charlie Kirk said Beyonce's music is unlistenable. They said Beyonce's music is unlistenable. It makes no sense and it's trash. That's what Charlie Kirk said about Beyonce's music. You understand? You are the ones that they must put as the example as to why you should not be in office, why you should not be a teacher, why you should not be a professor, why you have no business, why your eligibility should be questioned. That's why. Because you're the one that has to be painted as the problem so that America looks clean. America looks pure. But that's not the truth. America been performing this act for a long time. The white man been performing this act for a long time. Give me Psalms 83.
It's the book of Psalms chapter 83, verse 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
They said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation. If you understood anything about the white man, the Bible classifies this devil as being the most crafty of them all, being the most evil, being this great hunter that's blessed with the spoil. White America knows how to colonize. They colonized this entire earth, the white man and the white woman and child. They conquered this entire earth and colonized it. You have to understand the gift that's been given to them. They know how to divide and to conquer. They know how to get between something and destroy everything and make it look like it's not their fault. What are you talking about, white privilege? That's a myth. We're the real victims. That's what Charlie Kirk is saying. And that makes white Americans feel good. How many conversations have you had in your past before Charlie Kirk where the essence of racism came up and you held your hand low you held your hand low, right? You wanted to think that you were not racist. It made you uncomfortable. Charlie Kirk.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isupk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one west. They're one west. They're one west. They're one